Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller and soon to do some nursing hours also. I am also a registered nurse and I've decided to go back to also do some nursing hours. I really ended up missing it. I did take a break. I was helping my mom and different things, a little burnt out after COVID. So I consider myself full-time eBay because my income is enough to be full-time if I want to, but I also really like that nursing income and I like kind of getting out of the house quite a bit too. So, who knows what the future holds, but that's my plan for right now. I feel like all I've been doing is traveling. I took my mom to the airport on Friday in Denver, so I was in Denver on Friday. And I dropped her off. She's going to, she's there now, but she went to New Zealand to meet my brother who lives in Australia. So they had never been to New Zealand. I don't think my brother had ever made the trip either. And I know my nephew never had. So they met up and so they're having fun. I normally would have stayed the night. Like on Friday night, I drove all that way to take her and give her a ride. So common sense tells you to stay the night, go to the bins the next day. But there was also a Taylor Swift concert, a 2-day Taylor Swift concert. And the Yankees were in Denver. I mean, who knows exactly what caused it, but hotels were no joke, like $400 a night, all over Denver, all the way down into Wyoming, so pretty much the Taylor Swift concert was why. So there was no way I was going to pay that, and I didn't have enough hotel points, even if they would have honored those, which I doubt. So I just ended up turning around and getting back to Wyoming, and then I did shop for about half a day in Wyoming. And when I get back from this next trip, I am leaving tomorrow morning again. My dad is in Denver staying with a friend, and I've told you before I get to stay free when he does that. And especially after how expensive hotels were this weekend, this is my window to go back to Denver. I have to help my niece in the morning. I have to take her to school on the way and just different things anyway that I'm going for other than just to shop. But since I do have a free place to stay in Denver and everything is so expensive there, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I am going to go spend 2 days in Denver, even though I'm feeling not very caught up here. I listed about 30 to 35 jewelry pieces yesterday, and I sold one already. So this one's $50. This is going out really well. So that is paying off. It's that consignment estate group that I'm working on. I feel like I didn't even scratch the surface. But the truth is the jewelry does not come easy to me. If it's marked, it comes very easy. I can research it very simply. If it's just by look or style, it's very hard. And so I'm putting that aside, and then I've already gotten some expert help on that. But then that's just going to have to go in a big jewelry lot once I know that I've researched it to the best of my ability. And my jewelry lots that I have done in the past, they always do okay. I just make sure I run them for 10 days. I start them really, really high, like extremely high, almost bizarrely high. And then I just keep coming down. And that way I feel like the people who buy jewelry have looked at it and I'm not missing some really ultra rare piece for the person I'm doing that for. I shipped on Saturday, so I got back from Denver late Friday night. Then I shipped orders on Saturday morning, and now this is from Saturday morning till Sunday night. So anyway, 21 orders, $749.06. It's 9:18. I'm going to go to bed because I do have to get up and leave at I've got to leave by about 6:15 in the morning. So I'm going to have to get up at 4 again. Not good. Let's see. I slept in this morning, actually. I did not set an alarm, but then I ended up waking up at like 6 something anyway. But I feel pretty rested, but definitely the rest of the week I'm going to be on the go. So I want to get some sleep tonight. So this is one of the ones I listed just yesterday. This is a Schiaparelli set of clip-on earrings. I do pre-package everything because like tomorrow through Wednesday, my husband is going to ship. So everything in here is bubble wrapped. This is how I ship them. I just put the box in here, especially on these more expensive jewelry pieces. Most of this jewelry is at least 1970s, 1980s. This is a pretty wealthy client who passed away, and so I'm helping her daughter sell all of this jewelry. So these sold overnight. Like I said, they are Schiaparelli earrings, vintage blue glass, silver tone, let's see, clip-on and faceted. And I did find this exact one on eBay, and this was a good price. So $50 plus shipping, so $56.99. So yeah, I'm gonna move as fast as I can just so I can get some sleep. I went to church today. We were at church literally all day. Off and on, we had lunch with people and people who came to church that we didn't know, and people from all over the world today. It was fun. But then in between, thankfully, I felt energetic enough. I got a bunch of photos taken since I'm going to be gone 3 days. So I have all of my son's items, his hard goods that he always gives me. We have about 41 items that I took photos of, and I will do that haul when I get back. Before I put them away, I'll do the haul video. And then I did 15 clothing pieces. I wanted to do more clothing, but I just didn't have it in me. So this is 4 ounces, guys. And so tomorrow, it says Monday, July 17th, and that's good because where I live, the mail is closed today. I charged $6.99, and it's going to cost $3.81. Now this is $50. This person has really good feedback and seems to leave good feedback, so I'm not going to add signature confirmation, but I might, oh, you know what? I wasn't sure how that worked. This is good to know. USPS Ground Advantage does include $100 in insurance, which I don't think Parcel Post did before, did they? I don't think so. I know Priority did, but I don't think Ground Advantage did. But this says up to $100, so I'm going to go with that then. At least I'll have some insurance on it. I was thinking about going with Priority. That's why I was kind of hesitant. Because I thought, you know, even for $50, it would just probably should have insurance on there. But this is good. This works out. I have a lot of pretty good sales. So this one, of course, this $50 sale is not my money. I do get a percentage, a handling fee for doing all the work, and it's a decent one, especially when you get into some big items like I'm selling for them. But yeah, I don't get the whole amount of money on this one, unfortunately. The post office too told me that, you know, and they're really nice down there. They just told me now that I'm using the stick-on ones that I just need. I had a few where the barcode was crinkly. So if you see me take something out, put the barcode on, and then put it back in, that's what I'm doing. All right. This is a really pretty Sundance Fair Isle sweater. I do so good with Fair Isle, and I was doing really well at the end of last winter, like in April, May. You know, May around here was still winter. Sorry guys, I got hair on my face here. I was really starting to realize how almost any Fair Isle sweater I picked up would do really well. And then of course summer hit and I didn't sell as many, but now they're starting to sell again. This is Sundance, and that also doesn't hurt anything. This is a medium. I pick up almost all Sundance if it's at the bins. Then if I'm paying up for it on consignment, I really think about it. This one, I can't remember. I've only had it a short time. No, actually I lied. This one I've had a long time. This one is 2,000 items ago. So this is a sweater that I'm thinking of a different one. So anyway, yeah, I took $30 plus shipping, so $38.10, and that's a really good sale because I held this way too long. This one did not sell through the winter actually, so I didn't realize that's what number I was on. Yeah, that's strange because I was doing so good with Fair Isle sweaters, and this one just hung out. Let me get this tape done. So that's great. Going to Soldotna, Arkansas. Or no, Alaska, actually. Alaska is AK. Okay, let's see how much this weighs. We are at 15 ounces, and that is what I have in there. I charged $6.99. This is going to cost $6.78, so I think we'll just go with Ground Advantage. That sounds good. And I'm trying to make sure this is really flat. I'm going to see, you know, I'm going to at least put like my barcode right here. I'm going to be a lot more careful. I don't want to mess up my packages with the post office. They're very nice down there. They're never mad at me or anything. They just tell me. So tomorrow I've got to drive out of town and drop my niece off at school. My brother will be off work by the time she's off of school. It's not summer school. It's more like, I don't know, you pay for it. It's through the school, I think. Maybe it isn't. He said I'm dropping her off at the ice rink. So, you know, actually it may not have anything to do with the school. But it's definitely like some kind of a summer camp that he paid for. And my mom normally drops her off when he's at work. But, of course, she's in New Zealand, so she can't. And I was headed that way anyway, so I said, you know, I can do it. And so I'm going to take her, and then I'm going to head straight into Denver, and I guess I'll just get started at the bins for half a day. Oh, I'm selling more stuff here, guys. All right, this is a really good sale. This is, I'm not going to undo it because it has all this fringe. You can hopefully see the fringe in here. I need to see how my camera is doing. Okay, so you can kind of see all the fringe in here. This is a Western jacket. It's a Tragos brand, T-R-E-G-O-S, Tragos jacket. It's a size 16, which is a vintage size. That's the problem with this is, you know, it's vintage sizing. I did take a ton of photos with the measurements in it, but still, I think it runs really small, and I put that in the listing. So this is a Western jacket, Western leather jacket with fringe, very Western looking, kind of pioneer more looking. But it had some holes on the lining, and I think it, like the leather wasn't very clean. So I put it for a reduced price. If this had been in much better condition and not had like, oh, I know, it has a stain on the front. I think like it needs the leather treated, put it that way. Someone who knows how to really deal with leather can probably get that out. But anyway, this still sold for a wonderful price, $111.42 all in. The actual price of the jacket was $93.45. So this is going to Durango, Colorado. Hopefully they're buying it. Well, no, it's actually selling to somebody who has a vintage store. I can see it on here. And I'm not going to tell him I dug it out of the bins in Denver. So that works for me, you know, good. So anyway, hopefully this is going to just be resold. That makes me happy that it's going to a reseller, because then fit is not going to be the issue, right? And I definitely disclosed all the damage. So, you know, he might be able to get that out of the leather and then sell it for $200 or $300. He probably will, and that works for me. All right, this is 2 pounds, 2.3 ounces, so I'm going to put 2.4, 2 pounds, 4 ounces. USPS Ground Advantage is $807 since it's just going to Colorado, but this is like a $93 order. So I am going to throw some, I'm going to upgrade them to priority. That's actually less, actually. Priority is $720 from here to Durango, so it's actually a little bit less. And then I'm going to throw on signature confirmation. I am not worried. This looks like a legitimate business. But, you know, just protect us both here, especially if it's going to a store and it gets left out front. So, yeah, it all looks really good. It's going to go out tomorrow, so I think we'll go with that. I love it when things sell this close. It's just, you can have all these different options and it doesn't cost anything. So $10.60 all in. It's thinking. We have a lot of items, guys. 21 items is a lot, and I'm hoping to have more in the morning. I've already gotten at least one more since we were talking here. So that's why I wanted to do it tonight. That way I'll get up about 4. I'll double check orders. I probably won't make a video in the morning. I'll just have to ship whatever comes in the morning. My husband will take it for me to the mail because they don't open till 8 here. So I'll be well on the road by then. He pulled all of these orders for me, which was great while I was taking photos. We're trying to work together and so we can have the extra income. I can do the nursing. I love doing it. If he'll do a few more tasks in the business and, you know, just pulling orders. Like when you have 21 orders, that's a lot, and it really helped out that he pulled them. So that was nice. This is a Vineyard Vines shirt. I just don't do that well with Vineyard Vines anymore. I'm not saying I don't pick it up, but it just has to be a substantial piece or have the right golf club on it. So this has the White Eagle golf club on the sleeve, and it was so subtle that I think I pulled this out of the bins and didn't even realize. So White Eagle is okay, but it doesn't add to the value. This is a classic fit Tucker shirt in an XL. And that's a great size, but I think the logo from the golf club in this case actually kind of hurt it more than helped. So anyway, I've had this for a very long time. This is like 1,800 items ago, so I've had this at least a year. And so I went ahead and just took $9.10 plus shipping, so $17.22. And I'm happy with that, considering you know, that I either missed the logo or it just didn't work out. Whichever one. I was doing really good with some logos then, especially like Scotty Cameron clubs and things like that. So I might have tried this. This is going to Winter Haven, Florida. I had to round up to 8 ounces. I charged $6.99, and this is going to go Ground Advantage for $4.31. This next item is a fresh produce dress. Oh, it says something went wrong. Let me try print again. Okay. This is a fresh produce dress. It's a really long maxi style dress. I don't want to touch the ground with it, and I'm short, so it's taller than I am. This is a size small. So I think that that's maybe why, you know, it took a little bit. If this had been an XL, I would have held out for about $25 to $30. But this was really good in a small. Let me put this last label on here. Okay. So let's go see what I ended up getting for it. I know I took an offer, I'm pretty sure on this, but it was good. It was a good offer. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I'm not thrilled with it. I took $16.07 plus shipping, so $24.57 all in. No promotions of any kind. I did that because it was a small, and I've actually had this a little while. Let me see how long I've had this. I've had this since May 28th, and it's July 16th. So, you know, going on at least 6 weeks, if not, this might have even been a revision, but I don't think so. I think I've had this, whatever that is, 5 or 6 weeks, but it's a small, and I pulled this out of the bin, so I think that's actually a decent price for a small dress like that. But fresh produce in bigger sizes does really well. All right, let's see where this is going. This is going to Lake Delton, Wisconsin. 13 ounces. I have to round up to 13. So I charged $6.95, and USPS Ground Advantage is $6.22. Make sure I get it to print this time. Okay. so this one, I was out of the poly mailers when I did this one, so this is good. You can see it better. This is a Wawmaker shirt. It's a Western brand. Here is the label. It's one that you definitely want to know, especially in these substantial pieces. Wawmaker is a pickup. This has a nice bib front on it, which means that it has buttons that go in kind of almost a not a full square, but you know, down, across, and up. And so it's definitely like a frontier bib look to it if you're not, you know, real familiar with some of the reenactment stuff and some of the frontier stuff. And so I got $40 for this in just a very short period of time. I think maybe 2 weeks. Let me look. I've had this since July 10th, and it's the 16th. So actually in 6 days after I listed it, this sold. So it sold for $40 plus shipping, so $53.36. I had this at over $50, but $40 was a good price with shipping. And I pulled this out of, no, I didn't. I got this on consignment. I used my consignment money, and they wanted, I want to say, you could go back and look at my haul videos. I want to say I paid $15 of my consignment money is what I paid. Something like that. It might have been 13, but it was around there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in a padded. So this is one of the quality of items that I'm trying to sell, clothing in Denver, and then go use my consignment money. It's the goal. That is the goal. And this is going to Orange, Texas. I'm going to use this. Yesterday I just I got a lot done on the jewelry, but I just kind of considered it a day off, so I just sat upstairs. It was a lot cooler because we have 2 air conditioners upstairs. Down here we don't have any air conditioning, so I just sat up there at the kitchen table because it's jewelry and it was easier to photo right on my wood kitchen table anyway. And I sorted probably between 50 and 75 pieces. That means researching them and then realizing that those particular pieces were only worth like between 10 and 20. And so I have those in a bulk box, and then once I get enough, I'll just do a big blowout jewelry lot on those. And then I listed all the better pieces in singles. All right, so this is going priority padded flat. I charged $9.99. It's going to cost $8.30. So yeah, I feel like yesterday, I don't feel like I worked or listed yesterday because it was, you know, watching TV, watching a movie. I just let myself, you know, kind of watch all these documentaries. There were some really good ones on Amazon Prime right now. In New York somewhere, there's this guy, he had a lot of rental properties and a lot of land, and he lived in this small town in New York. Small town, not by my standards, but small town by New York standards. And he had a chance to sell his property to Dunkin' Donuts, but the city would not rezone his land, and there was some kind of corrupt politics going on where the people on the board always happened to get their stuff rezoned, and they would sell it to these franchises and things. And so he definitely was wronged. I mean, that's already been proven. But anyway, to get them back, you know, he tried other things. He just, on all of his 16 rental properties, he rents them out, and everybody is thrilled to rent from him because it's kind of become a cult following now. But he has a toilet garden. So he has toilets with flowers in it on all of his 16 rental properties now to get the town back. And the town fought it, and they lost. They actually lost. So it's a really good documentary on Amazon Prime. You'd have to look up the name. I can't remember, but it is so good. It just sounds really dumb, but it's actually hilarious. No matter which side you're on, it's just, you know, funny. He's a very eccentric guy. Very funny. All right, what are these? Okay, these are Clark's. So I haven't had these listed this long. I want to say, because I know I don't remember buying these recently. that I looked these up. These are chukka boots, and what I think happened is this is one of those pair of items that I was doing all my editing and realized just was not listed and wasn't anywhere to be found. Because when I looked these back up, I love this style, and if you want to wait a very long time on the Clark's chukka, you can get more. But I looked them up, and actually in a size 9, they don't do all that well, and they don't sell for that much. So I had mine at around $20 plus shipping, but someone offered me $14, and I just went ahead and took it since, that's kind of the, the length, it's a decent price based on my research. You can hold these forever and get more. This sold via Promoted. Let's see here. I need to find. It's such a pain because I let myself run out of all my poly bags, and I'm just so used to having everything in a poly bag. But I've got them now. They came in finally. So I ship shoes like this that are very durable, especially work boots. I'll put them in another bag or even bubble wrap them a little bit. And then I just put them in a poly bag. Now, if these were high heels or anything like that, I would not do that. But these are pretty durable boots, and if they were, I think even if these were $40 or $50, I would definitely probably put them in a box just to make the presentation better. Okay. I'm going to reweigh these, make sure I've got it correct. Okay, we are at exactly 2 pounds, and so I've got 2 pounds, 12 ounces. I'm going to go 2 pounds, 1 ounce. And these are going to Falls Church, Virginia. I charged $11. Ground Advantage is going to be $10.68, and Priority is going to be $15.02. So I'm going to stick with the Ground Advantage, and I think that's all I need to do. Yeah, so I can't even think what other documentaries. Oh, my husband and I last night while I was looking up jewelry, because I just did like a working day upstairs, like I said, we watched this guy who went to India, and he walked the whole length of India from one end to the other. It was very interesting, especially, if you like historical documentaries. It was a current documentary, but it talked a lot about, because he's from Britain, and so it talked a lot about, when Britain was ruling over India, and it was very, very good. It was just kind of a chill, almost like a nature documentary, really. So we watched that. I watched literally 18 hours of TV yesterday just to sit and make myself get through some of that jewelry. And, but I feel like I got a lot done. I still have a ton to do on that, but that's okay. Okay, these are these candles. If you happen to have caught my haul videos, I do show everything in there. I don't show it all the time once I ship it because it's already packaged. This is a group of party light candles. It's little votive candles, and I found these up the street from my neighbor. She was clearing out. These were unused. The wicks had never been burnt, and there were 6 different boxes of 6 different scents of the votives. And I want to say I paid $2 a box at the most. I know I paid under $10. And I've had these a little bit. I was going to try to get a little bit more, but I ended up getting $35 plus shipping, so $54.05. I cannot remember exactly what I paid, but I know it was under $10 for the 6 boxes. So sold via Promoted. Let's see here. Okay, 3 pounds, 11 ounces. These party light, especially if you get the rare scented ones or rare scents that people collect, they can go pretty high. These are going to Hoshton, Georgia, if I'm saying that correct. I charged $15.99. Ground Advantage is $10.61. Priority is $15.53. I'm just going to keep it at Ground Advantage. And they're going to Georgia though. I'm worried about the heat on that, but it is what it is. Ordering candles to Georgia in the middle of the summer. We'll see what happens on that. But not much I can do, I mean, really. So it's been 90 degrees here and they've been fine, but we'll see what happens by the time they get there. Do postal trucks and stuff like that, like do the Amazon trucks in a really hot climate like that, like do they have any cooling at all in the back? Does anybody know? I don't know. Okay, next one is Coldwater Creek. I've sold several Coldwater Creek. I'm trying to hold out on the bigger, more substantial jackets and things, and then on anything lower, if I can get it again, which if like this is a medium size skirt, so it's a medium. I'm not saying that's horrible, but it's certainly not going to sell for as much or as fast as you know, the more substantial pieces. So this is really pretty. It's more of a fall color. So I went ahead and took $14 plus shipping, so $21.59. If this had been you know, a 1X or bigger, I think I would have tried to get over that $20 mark, but I'm okay with $14. That's actually a pretty good price. I have slinky, stretch, tiered, flowy, and then Coldwater Creek medium. I have those as my first keywords. So not a bad sale, but I am really trying to get over 20, as most of you know. If you've been around, you know that's my new thing. I'm trying to get over 20. All right, so right at the 1 pound mark, so I've got to go up to 16 ounces on this. This is going to Woodbridge, Virginia. I charged $6.75 and it's going to cost $6.60. Okay. My husband will have to help me ship. Probably not tomorrow. I'll get up early enough unless I just accidentally wake up late or something. I'll do the shipping in the morning. Excuse me. Then Tuesday and Wednesday he will help me pull orders and ship before I go to the bins. Okay. This sold, let's see, what is this now? This is a Free People skirt. This one I took a chance on out of the bins because I tried doing the Google Lens and I could not find the exact, you know, color or anything about it. But I did see that it had a handkerchief trim. And so in the end, just what research I could do, I went ahead and called this the Flyaway Floral Handkerchief because there were many similar, but yet they had different patterns and everybody was calling them the Flyaway Floral. I went ahead, I couldn't find it to verify with the number exactly, but yeah, I put that in the description that I think that's what this was. I have Lagan Look, Festival, all of that. This was a medium size skirt, so not the largest size in the world. And I got $25.51, so $27.68, and they did use my 26% off coupon, which is great. I'm glad they did. That works for me. Mondays are tough for me because that's when I have all my promotions and then I try to restart them right away, but I'm going to be on the road tomorrow, so I didn't think through all of this traveling very well this week. So I'll have to do it tomorrow night. I'll just have to restart it tomorrow night. So this is just over, so it's going to have to be 9 ounces because it's just over, and this is going to Roselle, Illinois. So I charged $6.99 and it's going to cost $4.88. I'm really happy with that sale on something so lightweight and that I took a chance on. I'm actually really happy with that. have to reload this soon, I can tell. Okay. Reload my labels pretty soon here. Alright, this is a Cabela's jacket. Let me make sure I got the number right. I have so many of the same brands that I check the number too. I don't just check what it says on there. So this is an extra large rain or a wind jacket. It's vintage. So I have Gorp Core. I have hooded because it does have a hood. And then I have that it's USA made, and that's what I have in the title. So this is the kind of Cabela's that I will pick up. This is the label. This is definitely, let me make sure you're seeing this here. This is definitely the label that if you want vintage Cabela's that you want to pick up. Now, not all vintage Cabela's really is going to even get you over $25. I just look it up and try to figure it out. Especially on sweatshirts and things like that. Maybe in the height of winter I can, but otherwise it's just tough. A lot of Cabela's is tough. Even the hunting things that I used to get a lot for, they just seem to be tougher to sell. But bigger sizes, I mean, this was an XL, so that didn't hurt. Get this back down in here. So anyway, no promotions on this one. So I sold it for $24.99 plus shipping, so $37.43. Let's see, this is going to Altamonte Springs, Florida. Padded flat rate is $8.30 and I charged $9.99. Time to change my ink cartridge. It'll make it through today. It's dark enough, but it's getting to be that time. All right, so I had the wrong number on this, so my husband came and asked me, he's like, I cannot find 2562, and this is 2564. So I was tired or who knows what, but thankfully, the belt is there. It was just 2 numbers up. I can see 1 number up where I was looking at the roll and I, typed it wrong, but this one, who knows, but this is the correct belt. So this is a Justin belt. This one, I redid it on July 9th, but I've had this for 2 years, and it's just a really nice, simple, Western belt. It does not have a buckle, which out here in Wyoming, a lot of people like their own buckle, but it has room for a buckle. So I don't know what took so long because there's no damage to this of any kind. And this is a made in the USA Justin top grain leather belt, and it's a size 48, which is also a great size for a man, or for men in some cases. It's one of the larger sizes. So I have no idea why it took so long, but I finally redid my sale. This was like 2,300 items ago. So I took $10 for it plus shipping, $17.59, and I'm happy with that. I would be very careful on certain belts now. I look up everything anyway, but I've made a lot of money on some belts. Just sell for, like I had an Allen Edmonds belt. I guess that was my last really good sale on a belt. I pulled that out of the bins, and it was just like a plain black dress belt, and that thing sold for like $35, something like that, and right away too. So I don't know what happened with this one. I was going to put it on consignment because I have so many Western stores that would love to have that. But I think I still did pretty good on it. It's okay. All right, 8 ounces. And this is going to Rochester Hills, Michigan. I charged $6.99 for the shipping, and it's going to cost $4.24. So good riddance. That's one of those clearance items that I'm so glad is gone. That'll make my sell-through rate really pick up if I can just get through the other like 300 or 400 items. I wanted to do it today, but then I just feel pulled in many directions. I'm sure you guys do too. When you have editing to do, you have shipping to do, you have new things to list. I'm sure you're the same way. You're like, what do I do first? All right, this is going to be tricky. Let me... As long as the barcode is on there straight and, you know, I'm good to go. I just want to make sure that they could scan that. I'm going to put a little bit of this. There we go. That should be good. All right. I should have probably had that in a little bit bigger, like a little box, just so that I could get the label on there better. All right, another Sundance. I think this is our second Sundance piece today. This is just a shirt. I love Sundance. This is brand new with tags. I pulled this out of the bins. It's just very lightweight. And it's a size medium again. So this is a crushed velvet tank top. At least I think I pulled this out of the bins. You know, maybe I consigned for this. That's the problem with taking the consignment tags off, is now I don't know where I got it. I might have actually traded for this, but I can't remember. Either way, you know, I didn't pay that much because it was either free consignment or it was out of the bins. But they bought it for $23 plus shipping, so $32.16. And let me see how long I've had this here. I had this since July 3rd, so I finally just got it listed, a couple weeks ago now. So that's great. That's the kind of sale I'm looking for. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, it's just barely 5 ounces. And this is going to Huntersville, North Carolina. I charged $6.99 and it's going to cost $4.31. I was going to say, I know we have a few more orders coming in because I don't have enough packages to justify all the orders I'm showing still. I had a really good set of records end tonight. They haven't paid yet. It was some Smith records. That is a group called the Smiths, I guess. And my son found those, and those ended for $120 for the 5 records, so that's good. And we were selling them basically, you know, with no guarantee, because we didn't test the records, and we made that really, really clear. So we'll see if they end up paying. I hope they do. It would be nice. That one is borderline. It's a little crinkled, but not bad. Okay, this is a Primal Cycling jersey. Let's see how we did on this. Some of these I do good and some I just don't. I've quit picking them up as much. Yeah, this is definitely a clearance item. This is $32.50 and we are on the 5800s in my organizational numbers. So this one, I've had this way, way, way too long. Let me see how long since I edited it. It would have been pretty recently, I think. No, May 10th. So June, July, so let's see, May to June, June to July. So it's already been 2 months just since I edited this thing, let alone how long I had had it before. This is one of those things that I would not pick up without finding the exact one on eBay or knowing it was worth picking up. So this sold via promoted listings. I took $5.89 and $12.84 altogether. So I'm glad that one is gone. I'm selling a lot of items in the 3000s, you know, on my numbering system, and that is great. That means it's old and it's leaving. Okay, 7 ounces. So that makes me very happy. Okay, going to New York, New York. I charged $6.95 and it's going to cost $4.31. So I'll take the slips of paper with me that I took photos of for my VA. So I have, you know, he'll do the listing, and then I have my sheet of paper that I take a picture of when I send it to him that tells me if I made any mistakes, or not made any mistakes, but if there's any holes or flaws or whatever on it, you know. And so I'll take those with me in the car, and then tomorrow or whenever he starts to get those done, I can launch them from another place. And that way I know I'm not missing any defects by not having it in front of me. All right, so we sold 2 soft surroundings things today. And so the first one, I've only had just a really short time. I love this shirt. It's so cute. I tried it on, but it's just too long. But I love it. It's just really cute. But yeah, it just, I mean, it comes down to mid-thigh, which is probably how it's meant to. But I don't wear a lot of leggings. And so with jeans, it just looks kind of sloppy. I need to try leggings sometime. I've just don't do that. I don't know why. Not a style I've really gotten into before. So sold fast, sold via promoted listings, $18.99 plus shipping, so $27.76. So this was a size large, if I didn't say that. So that's probably why it sold pretty fast. It's going to Mogador, Ohio. I wanted to say Mordor. I'm too much Lord of the Rings. Mogador. $6.95 is what I charged, and it's going to cost $5.04. Let me check my weight again. Yep, that's correct. Okay. Boy, the difference in 8 ounces and then when you get into 10 or 12 is really expensive, but that's okay. Okay, I need to start lining these up to put the next batch in. Okay. Alright, let's see what we have next here, guys. Alright, this is a polo Ralph Lauren shirt. $4,888. I sold another polo Ralph Lauren shirt just now. That's one that I haven't pulled yet. It just sold, or just got paid. Alright, so this one I've had a little while. It is a green corduroy. We're in the height of summer. If I wanted to hold this another couple months, you know, we'll be getting into where flannel is selling really good again. This is a medium though, and it's almost like a, you know, a dark forest green corduroy. So it's really cute. I like it, especially for around the holidays. I think it's a wonderful shirt, but I've had this a long time. So I went ahead and took $20 for it plus shipping, so $28.96. I think that's a good price for it. It's kind of a vintage polo Ralph Lauren tag, but it's not, it doesn't have an odd pattern or something that would make it highly, highly collectible. Okay, so this has to go 13 ounces. It's just over 12. Okay, so I have 14. I'm just going to leave 14 ounces. I charged $6.75, and it's going to cost $6.22 to Texas. San Antonio. Okay. I guess I sold 3 Polo Lauren shirts today. I'll show you the next one. I forgot about this one. All right, make sure I got the right one here. I've got so many Polo Ralph Lauren. Let me make sure I'm good here. Okay, so this is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. It's a big pony on the side, so it's just a polo shirt. It's the slim fit, and it is a men's large. And then it has the number 3 here. I was just picking this up out of the bins. I knew it would sell, and I just did my research later. I didn't think that this particular big pony with the 3 was anything super huge, but it can be. You just never know unless you really already have it memorized. So I came home, looked it up. It's about a $20 shirt at most, in a large. So I took $15.99 plus shipping, so $24.60. Nothing too rare. But yeah, that's my third Polo Ralph Lauren today. There's a theme going on here. All right. We are at 9.3 ounces, so I'm going to put 10 here. It's going to Cornelius, North Carolina. $6.95 and is what I charged, and it's going to cost $5.17. I'm like, I know I've been shipping to North Carolina. I hope I didn't miss a duplicate order, but it did not say repeat buyer, and I don't think so. It's too late now anyway. I printed 2 labels. I'll still give them a shipping refund if so, but I don't think so. Especially if it's on the same day and one person buys 2 things. eBay almost always, maybe there's a glitch, but almost always puts repeat buyer right next to it. I'm sure there's times when they miss that, but my bags are getting full, which is a great problem. Okay. So this is another older piece. It's number 4126. This is a Coldwater Creek jacket. This is a 1X, so I think it's a great size. It's almost like the Chico's Travelers material. So it's just one of those really nice kind of slinky jackets. I think these normally sell for more, but for some reason, I don't know why, this is a 1X size 18. I've had this just over a year now. So I went ahead and took $9 plus shipping, so $16.84. My pictures were good. I've edited this before. I have no clue why it just wouldn't budge. So I went ahead and took an offer when I got it, because a year is long enough for me. It's funny how that goes. I would still think that if I picked this up today, I could get closer to 18. I don't know what is wrong with this, if there's just something in the listing I'm not seeing when, that the customer is seeing. It's always odd to me when that happens. This is going to Little Rock, Arkansas. I charged $6.50 and it's going to cost $6.22 by Ground, whatever it's called, Ground Advantage. Okay. Okay, I was going to say, it sounds like it's almost out. Okay, so then we have a Soft Surroundings shirt. This is really cute. Very kind of gauze looking, and I do have that in the title. So this is a Soft Surroundings shirt, women's medium, so not a huge size. I got $24.99 plus shipping, so $33.92. I think just because of the style of it with the fabric. Because medium is not your number one choice all the time. Put this back in here. Yeah, there's definitely some things that just got paid that we don't have pulled. Okay, this one, let's see where this one's going. All right, this one is going to Ventura, California. And it's just over 8 ounces, so I've got to put 9 in there. I charged $6.99 and it's going to cost $4.88. We got one big one going out today. We'll see if it, or tomorrow morning. We'll see if it has to go to UPS or if it can go Ground Advantage. We'll see where it's going. All right, I think I need to put more labels in here. right, so this next item is a bolo. Now, I only got $22, $22.95 plus shipping, so $55.05. But the reason I only got a lower price for this is because I am missing the shepherd's hooks. So these go outside, they stake into the ground, and these shepherd's hooks are what you hang the bells on. And the bells make noise when you walk by them. So you walk by them and they have some kind of a sensor in them. And the bells work great, but I am missing the 3 shepherd's hooks. And so this is worth like over $100 if you have all the parts to it. But I went ahead and sold it for parts because of the hooks missing. And I still made a video. I was still hoping I could get 50 or 60, just because the hooks, you could hang these bells on anything. And I thought, you know, the bells are the main part and they light up, they work great. But for whatever reason, you know, I know that it's not a complete set. So I went ahead this week. I've had these through at least one Christmas. I want to say maybe 2 Christmases, maybe just one. But either way, I've had it all before, and you know, they could have definitely bought it for Christmas. So I clearanced this out for $22.95 plus shipping. Let's see where it's going. That'll make a big difference on how we did. This is going to Melbourne, Florida, so as far away as you can, far away as you can possibly go. Let me see here. I want to make sure I don't cover up my numbers. 14, 23, and 9. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I have in there. Okay, and I am going to weigh this again. I don't know. I'm just type A. I've already got it weighed, but I'm going to weigh it again. So I have that accurate, 5 pounds, 15 ounces. So USPS Ground Advantage is $27.57, and I charged $28.50. If it had been somewhere closer, like California, then we would have gotten to, you know, keep some of the shipping. But that is okay. Okay, so we have 2 or 3 more that I don't have pulled. They were just paid. 2 more. So one is a polo, let's see, Ralph Lauren polo jeans shirt. It's a women's button down. It's a clearance item. I've had this, let's see here. I didn't edit it since February, and I think I've had it longer than that. So I was so happy to get rid of this. So I took, what, $10? Let me see here. $10.24, plus they used my 26% off coupon, so $15.30 total. So that one is going to be added into this. So it'll be 22 orders and then another $15.30. And then I have another one. I know it was on the list. My husband just must have not been able to find it or didn't pull it. It's a Bila dress, B-I-L-A. It's a women's 2XL. It's a red floral. It sold right away for me. I've only had this since July 10th, and today is the 16th, so in 6 days. That sold very fast for $21.33 plus shipping, so $31.09. So guys, thanks for joining me. That's all I have on the shipping. Depending on, you know, how many we have in the morning and how much time I have, I might make a quick video. Hopefully I have a bunch more orders going out in the morning. But if not, the next thing you'll get from me are going to be hard good haul videos in these green tubs. I guess you probably can't see them with the, but I've got 2 big green tubs on top of each other full of hard goods. There's some plush in there that are very interesting. And so I'll be doing that probably not till Thursday when I get back. Have a good day, guys. And I, appreciate you liking my videos. Take care. Bye-bye.